Guys, my name is Unique. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, then you should know that the content covered on this channel is financial literacy and Canadian immigration. If you feel as though this content may be for you, then please remember to comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so you will be the first to know whenever there is a new video uploaded. If you are already an existing subscriber, welcome back, guys. I missed you so much. I really hope that everyone enjoyed their Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then I hope you are enjoying the holiday season. I know the New Year's is coming up, so I hope you guys have some goals set for yourself of things that you'd like to accomplish in the new year. With that being said, I have a guest on the show today. His name is Carlton Benjamin. He's been on the show or the channel already, so he's just coming back on to give you some insight as to what it is like, living in Canada and coming to Canada at a young age and what the transitional process was like. So I'm very grateful that he was willing to come back on and share, his experience with you guys. I personally think that it's very important for the people who are currently in the process of relocating to Canada, whether it be for work, study, or just live in general. It's important to know what to expect when you get here. Obviously, Carlton will not be able to cover all the things that you may need to know. So my plan is to have other people on the platform. I'm looking to have an accountant on that can share some of the things that you really need to know, as a new immigrant living in Canada, when it comes to CPP and EI and your taxes and what you can claim for. And I think, that video is also going to be a good one for just the regular people, that may probably not know some of the great benefits of things that they can file for when it comes to tax time, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Carlton, welcome.
Hi, Unique. Thank you again for having me. My name is Carlton Benjamin, for those of you that may not know. Why I chose to do this interview, I think the content that you're putting out on these episodes on your weekly shows is amazing content that needs to be shared with, especially new immigrants coming into Canada. I think sometimes having this platform for them to be able to see what others' perspectives have been, and see what some of the other immigrants are doing, it'd be a great asset to that that audience in particular. So yes, I'm going to be here.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So I know that you've been in Canada for quite some time now. I think if I remember correctly, you've been here, since you're 14, 15, and you're now like in your mid 30s. And I think it's very important for the people who are currently in the process of becoming a permanent resident of Canada, or just, in the process of relocating to Canada. It's important for them to know what to expect when they arrive, because it's very different when you're coming from a Caribbean island and then you're coming into a country such as Canada. There's a lot of things that are different. So do you mind explaining or describing what the transitional process was like for you as a child relocating to Canada?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks again for that question. You're bringing back memories now. When I first came into Canada, I remember that, the environment was a lot more fast-paced. That's probably one of the biggest differences or culture shift, you'd say. When I came here, coming from Jamaica, for those of you that may not know, I'm Jamaican. So I migrated to Canada when I was 15, turning 16. And, I came in the summertime, so that was good. So it wasn't that winter, so I didn't really just jump right into the winter season. And, I had seen snow on the television. I wanted to experience that, but yeah, I wasn't too eager because I heard it was really cold. But yeah, apart from that, the culture here is a lot more fast-paced. People seem to, always be on the go, and they're always rushing. But, I think that's also good for this environment because, there's a lot of different bills that you pay here that you don't pay normally in Jamaica. So getting used to the fact that, especially in Jamaica, you can grow some of your vegetables and your foods and stuff like that, and fruits. But when you came to Canada, if you're somebody that used to depend on your own gardening skills and that type of stuff, You can do that here, but not 12 months out of the year. It's very seasonal. So that might be a next culture shift that you might have to get used to as well. But definitely a fast-paced environment. You have to adapt to that if you want to survive.
Perfect, thank you.
Mhm.
And do you mind, sharing what you've accomplished during, throughout the years that you've been in Canada?
Hey, so definitely, I think I've accomplished. I'm not fully there with my accomplishments, but some of the things that I've accomplished here in Canada, a lot of people would definitely appreciate that. So, been in Canada, I graduated from college. I haven't, attempted university yet or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but the doors are still open for that. I've been through many different various jobs, paying, minimum wage to, decent, somewhat salary. And eventually I chased down my path and I found it. So I think right now I'm actually living my purpose. I'm a financial advisor. I'm a senior partner with Oak Cliff Partners. And I think, that's one of my biggest achievements, because I've been able to pass down knowledge to, families that has had so much value. I've also been able to partner with friends and family in the business, which have provided them with, obviously other streams of income, and allow them to help to provide for their family as well. So to me, that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments because it's a legacy. Um, the next thing that I know I'm really proud of is that I was able to with obviously the collaboration of my wife and I working together, we were able to purchase a house for my daughter at 3 years old. So now she's probably the youngest in the family to own her own property. So yeah, so that is obviously another very good accomplishment. And also one key important thing is that we have been addicted to self-development. We've been investing in ourselves. So lately we've been reading like 2 books per week, trying to self-develop even more, because we found that the more we learn, the more power we give to ourselves to be successful as well. So
Was an amazing response. I really love that. I love
mhm.
how you touch on self-development. I love how you speak of your wife, you guys working together as a team in order to accomplish some of the goals that you guys have set out for yourself. That's awesome. Great
Mhm.
example, great role models to follow, I think. And,
Mhm.
I also want to know, we're going into a new year right now. So there's a lot of people that have, goals set out for themselves. And, I want to know for the people who are watching, are there any recommendations for those who are looking to perhaps start a new career, or looking for a second stream of income?
Definitely. My advice would be for someone that may be looking into a new path. We're living in uncertain times right now, and I think this year has been 2020 has been the year when a lot of people may be considering a career shift. Um, so one of the things that I would recommend or suggest is that the next thing that you choose to do, let's hope that it's more entrepreneurial. The reason why it's because I find that there's a lot more freedom, and this is why we love to sit with family as well. You know, the job provides you with that financial security, which is not really secure anyway, but that's just the system how it played out. But I find that majority of successful people in Canada actually shows financial freedom, which is then leads them to the business world. And in the business world, there's a lot of strategies that they follow to live a more successful life. So if you're looking for a second opportunity, I would suggest that it should be in business. If you're saying that well, I don't want to fail, or people, it's hard, I would say what, fail forward. Don't be worried about failing, because some of the wealthiest people have failed. Some of the wealthiest people in the world did not complete school. Bill Gates, um, Einstein, Henry Ford, or like a lot of Mark Zuckerberg, these guys did not finish school. So failing to those guys is just a learning experience. So again, fail forward. One of the key is to find your purpose, find your what is your calling, something that you're very passionate about, and attack it. Because once once you're going after your own purpose, and once you find that, you'll find that getting up every single day and doing it, you don't feel frustrated. It just helps you to cope better. And regardless if you're making money or not in the because the up and down season of making money in everything, that you're still able to get up every single day and do it because of that passion that keeps driving you. Don't worry about what your friends may think your calling or your purpose. Honestly, a lot of people are going to live with regrets in the future. When they're 90 years old, they're going to live with regrets because they had worried about what their sister, cousin, friend, acquaintances may have thought of their big idea, their big dreams. That's one of the first things. So you got to crush that mindset of, what are my friends going to think if I'm pursuing this amazing opportunity that I love doing? If you want to know what your calling is as well, you can probably ask a few of your friends, what do they normally think about when they think of you? Are you someone that bakes the best cake? Are you the person that they call to give them financial advice? Are you the person that they call to talk to as if you're a counselor? What is it? If somebody needs some math help, are you the one that they would call for that? So, find out what 5 of your closest friends would think of you as soon as that topic comes up. And that's probably something that you're pretty good at, something that you probably love doing. So again, follow your path, get out of your comfort zone and, use that to, find your success.
Amazing. I think that was such a great response. What specific advice can you offer to these people who have not found their footing as yet and, who may be a bit frustrated because it doesn't seem to be coming along the way they want it to come along or they need it to come along?
Hey, so definitely, Anik, that's a great question. Someone that's not there yet, they haven't found it yet, don't give up. Right? You're either getting up or you're up, but don't ever get down. The world doesn't run on one frequency, and not everybody has the same timetable, right? So even though you're not there yet, it doesn't mean you're not gonna get there. Okay? Today might be my day, but tomorrow might be yours. It's just, be consistent, right? And consistency is compounding. And compounding is one of the greatest magician for mathematics that haven't been discovered, honestly, right? So just be consistent because consistency is compounding, and you may not see the results today, but you may see the results of today's work tomorrow. That would be my best advice. And obviously, get out of your comfort zone and make sure you continue to, chase down whatever your calling is for that success that you're trying to reach. And obviously, everyone's success is different. So don't measure what somebody else's success is to yours. We all have different success levels, right?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Carlton. I really appreciated having you on again. This is his second time being on the channel here. He has loads of advice. He's gone through some things in life. He's experienced. He has the wisdom. He has the knowledge. If you want to reach out to Carlton, he is a senior financial advisor. So if you have certain questions, in relation to finances that you want to know about, you can feel free to reach out to him or myself directly. I will leave Carlton's information below in the description, so feel free to reach out to him, guys. He is great at what he does. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you again, Carlton, for coming on. Thank you, Carlton, so much for doing this interview with me. I think, the words that you had to offer was amazing. I think people need to focus on themselves and set clear goals for themselves with a plan as to how they're going to go about accomplishing those goals. And the goal is to always stay focused on you and what it is that you're doing, not anyone else around you, you specifically. If you have great people, a great support system, great friends around you, then they will support whatever goal you have set in place for yourself, okay? All right, so with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the new year. Bye.